What is up, guys? Delboy here. Just a quick preview for Yafai versus David Carmona. This will actually be Yafai's third defence of his WBA Super Flyweight World title, which he obviously won back in December 2016 against Luis Concepcion. And I'll be completely honest, I'm kind of in two minds about this fight. It's essentially down to what Carmona has left. Now, Carmona is a two-time world title challenger. He fought Omar Narvaez back in 2013 in a losing effort for the WBO Super Flyweight title. And back in May 2016, he fought Inoue for the WBO Super Flyweight title, again in a losing effort, but he did actually make the distance in that fight. He's also fought Carlos Cuadras in a losing effort, but that fight was very competitive, and some people even thought Carmona beat Cuadras. From what I've seen from Carmona, he's a nearly man, he's a fringe level contender, but he's capable and he comes to fight. And as he showed against Carlos Cuadras, he could give world-class fighters some serious problems and actually win rounds against them. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how Yafai deals with Carmona in comparison to Inoue and Cuadras and guys like that. So I feel this fight does hold a bit of intrigue, but I am questioning what Carmona has left. I mean, even after those back-to-back defeats to Inoue and Cuadras, he actually lost a third fight in a row to a guy called Daniel Lozano, and he lost that Lozano fight by knockout. Not only that, that fight was at super bantamweight, so he jumped up 2 weight classes. And after the Lozano fight, he fought a guy called Jesus Uribe. He won that fight by stoppage. That was at bantamweight. So his last 2 fights haven't been at super flyweight. They've been in weight classes above. So how's Carmona going to make the weight? I'm not sure. And what's he got left? I'm not sure either. He's been involved in some tough fights. But I've got to say, I feel Yafai is one of the more beatable champions at super flyweight, if not the most beatable champion. Yafai has got good boxing skills. He's got, good fundamentals, good defence, good footwork. He's got a really good boxing brain, but he's in a division full of killers. I mean, Saul Rungvisai, Juan Francisco Estrada, Jerwin and Cajas, who's also on the same card. I mean, I can go on. There's a lot of big hitters in that division. There's a lot of really, world-class fighters in that division. And I'm not sure Yafai is strong enough to keep these guys off of them. Like I said, he's got solid fundamentals. He's got a good boxing brain. He can box well. But I'm not sure he has that X factor or that extra gear which will help him beat these guys. I'm not sure he has that. To me, he looks a little bit susceptible to pressure. So far in his reign as champion, he beat a guy called Surugu Muranaka. Now, Muranaka was extremely durable, but very, very limited. And I felt Muranaka, just based on his aggression, gave Yafai some issues. Yafai kind of looked like he was tiring in that fight because Muranaka wasn't going anywhere. Muranaka wasn't doing anything special. He wasn't having much success. But the fact he stayed there all those rounds, to me it looked like Yafai was struggling to maintain his work rate and maintain his pace. And the Showa Shida fight, I felt again, Yafai boxed well, he got the job done, but there wasn't that next level. He never got through that next gear, and from what I've seen of Yafai so far, I've followed his whole career, I'm just not sure he can beat that upper echelon super flyweight. I'm not sure he can beat somebody like Saul Rungvisai. I'm not sure he copes with that pressure. I've yet to see Yafai get his whiskers tested. I'm yet to see Yafai really kind of deal with adversity. And these guys are going to bring pressure. They're going to bring power. They've got stamina. They've got durability. I mean, Jerwin and Cajas, who's on the same card, like I mentioned. I mean, the guy brings a lot of pressure, body punches, power. These guys are a different animal to what Yafai's been fighting so far. So I'm interested to see how he deals with Carmona. Carmona is a fringe level guy, but he's experienced. He can bring pressure. He's given some top guys trouble. So I'm going to be interested to see how Yafai deals with him. And if Carmona has had a really good camp and comes in really good shape, similar shape to how he was against Inoue, I could see him giving Yafai some issues. I can see him giving Yafai issues. But I will pick Yafai to win this fight by decision. I think he is the better boxer overall. He's more skilled, his jab's better. I just feel overall he's got more ring craft. Also on the card, like I mentioned, watch Jerwin and Kahas versus Jonas Sultan. That's a really good fight at super flyweight. If Yafai and Kahas win both of their fights, I'm presuming they're going to have a super flyweight unification fight, and that would be a great fight to watch. It really, really would. Stylistically, Yafai and Kahas are different ends of a spectrum, so it'll be interesting to see whose style reigns supreme. Decent little card. The main event, I believe, is Jerwin. So, yeah, I'll watch this card the day after. I'll put it on record and see what happens. But yeah, decent little card. Going to be interested to see how Yafai looks. What do you guys think of this? Peace.